Welcome back to Let's Talk Entertainment News. It has been a while. Recently, I've been focusing on the most recent phase of my show, Let's Talk Ray Bradbury. But as that is winding down now around the Christmas holiday, I thought I'd do some news for you today. And I pulled a story about potential Ahsoka Season 2. And actually, to be fair, the main reason I pulled that story is because I wanted an excuse to talk about Skeleton Crew. The first 2 episodes came out the other night. I was wondering if any of you have seen it. What did you think? I liked it so far. It advertised itself as Goonies in the Star Wars universe, and it certainly did feel like that, right down to the tassels on the kid's speeder bike. Definitely has an 80s cinema for young people vibe, very much in keeping with the Goonies and E.T. and other films like that. Even the city where the kids live looked like the suburbs in California where they filmed E.T. and I think Poltergeist as well was filmed in a similar place. But I liked it so far. I'm a little bit concerned about the pacing. I would like to have them further along the way as to what the actual goal is here, other than getting home. But what's the crux of the story? Needed a little bit more about what these pirates are up to and how that's going to affect their journey and what Jude Law's whole role in this whole thing is going to be. But so far, so good. Again, a little bit concerned about the pacing. I think if you're only doing 6 or 8 episodes, you might have to move along pretty quick. We should already have a clear indication of where a show is going to be by the end of episode 1. But here we are approaching episode 3, and we're not quite there yet. So that's always been one of the pitfalls of these short series, which don't necessarily always get a second season. Where does it all lead? But yeah, that's Skeleton Crew. That's another topic. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. But now on to today's news. Dave Filoni says he's still writing Ahsoka Season 2. All right then, Ahsoka Season 2 gets a positive update from Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni has provided an update on the progress of Ahsoka Season 2. In a recent interview, Filoni confirmed that he is still actively writing the season and remains the sole writer on the project. His comments offer insights into the challenges of continuing the storylines introduced in the first season. Dave Filoni says he's still writing Ahsoka Season 2. Filoni, Executive Vice President and Chief Executive Officer of Lucasfilm, has confirmed that he is still actively writing Season 2 of Ahsoka. In a recent interview with Extra TV, Filoni revealed, "I've been writing it, and I'm still a single writer on it. I've been enjoying doing that, but it's a challenge, of course. Working some of these arcs through has been a challenge, and making sure it's all going to come out the way that I think is exciting for fans." Filoni stated that the writing process focuses on resolving storylines from Season 1. The first season ended with Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren stranded in a distant galaxy. Meanwhile, Grand Admiral Thrawn returned to the main galaxy, creating a renewed threat. Filoni mentioned that the fans are eager to see these arcs progress. Filming for Ahsoka Season 2 is tentatively scheduled for beginning in 2025, and I don't really have any hope of that actually happening. I think it'll probably be 26, 27 by the time we actually get this, if it happens. Filoni emphasized his excitement about working with the cast again, particularly Rosario Dawson, who portrays Ahsoka, stating, "I know that they're interested in where some of these things I developed in Season 1 go, but I'm pretty happy with it." Yada, yada, yada. So my biggest fear here is that we're just going to be rehashing Season 1. Season 1 was about finding Ezra in this galaxy, and now we flipped the script. Everybody else is trapped in that galaxy. So, does it immediately become about how to get back to that to the main galaxy? I think that would be a mistake. I think they're going to feel compelled, because they're probably not going to get a Season 3, to immediately bring them back. But I think that it'd be a better show if they had at least 3 seasons, and in Season 2 they spent their time exploring this new location, encountering new dangers, learning new things, potential new knowledge that helps them in their coming battle against Thrawn. Unlikely to happen, and I think that's the biggest trouble with the Star Wars TV universe right now, which is all of these shows that are getting 1 season and they're done, but most of the time they're not written like it should only be 1 season. They're left open-ended. Acolyte comes to mind. Not a great show, but it's a mistake to end it, I think. because you have so many dead ends and so many unfinished threads, and how do you build anything? In the old days, when you started something new, you got a season or you got a movie, and it wasn't huge budget, but it perked some interest, and then you do a sequel, and you had the potential to build it. And they're not taking the time to build anything. Even if the foundation is a little bit shaky, I think it's a mistake for all of these shows to end on season one. Of course, Mandalorian had multiple seasons, but if you're going to do these potentially one and done shows, you need to tell a concise story. Otherwise, we'll have to these open threads, which, occasionally they're going to get picked up by novels and comic books and games and other locations in the other ways of exploring Star Wars. But I think most of us, we want to see our Star Wars on the screen. That's where we first met Star Wars, way back on the movie screen. And yeah, again, I want them to continue, even when I don't like the show. Continue, finish it. Maybe you do a second season of a show like Acolyte, but you don't call it the Acolyte, but you pick up the threads with the Sith characters, especially some of the Jedi, and sort of show their next steps. Otherwise, how are they ever going to help to build something that people feel inclined to follow? How do you get new fans to be invested and old fans to remain invested in something that is continually being chopped off before conclusions are met? So that's my feeling on that. I'm glad to hear that Ahsoka's likely now to get that season 2. I think that's a good sign. I'm just concerned about with the unlikelihood of a season 3. Do they just go back and start rehashing basically what they did in the first season, which is trying to get somebody home? I think that would be a mistake. But maybe it does lead to something. Maybe it leads to a movie. Who knows? But yeah, that's my thoughts. What do you think? Excited about a potential Ahsoka season 2? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you thought about Skeleton Crew if you've seen it. But until next time, enjoy some Star Wars, like it or not.